I am quite excited because after creating today's kind of like watermelon-esque look, I managed to hit every single shade in my Pan That palette. Welcome to 26 in 2026. I'm not sure who created this project pan, but the whole idea is to pan the amount of products that correspond to the current year that we're in. So since it's 2026, we're going to be panning 26 products, which means I've got a lot to show you, so let's jump on into it. The first product I got is my favorite cleansing balm. This is the Banila Clean It Zero in the Vita-Pumpkin scent, and I am about halfway through this product, so quite good progress already. And oh my god, it smells delicious. It smells like freshly cut cucumber, which is really weird for a product called Vita-Pumpkin. Absolutely love this. It's like I said, fresh cut cucumbers. This is where I get into a little bit of a sad part of my project pan. So I was doing my skincare inventory. I was inspired to do it by Jessica Lee. And as I was going through my products, I realized that I have a lot of products that either just expired, have been expired for a little bit, or are coming up on expiry, and unfortunately, like I said, there's quite a few of them, and it involves mainly my cleansers and my toners. So my focus mainly for this year is going to be giving those products a last hurrah, and hopefully we can use them up before they go bad. I have spot tested them, so they seem to be working just fine right now, but that doesn't mean that they're going to last the whole year, so I'm going to put a good focus on them and see how many we can get through. So the first two cleansers I have are the Be Plain Greeful pH Balance Cleansing Foam. A little bit goes a long way with this product, which is not something you want to hear when you're trying to get through things quickly. However, it is the only kind of like gel slash foaming cleanser I have that is in this kind of like expired realm. So luckily I only have one of those to go through. This is going to be my countertop cleanser. For my shower cleanser, I have the Tosowoong Enzyme Powder Wash. This is probably my least favorite out of all the powder washes I have, but I'm currently about here in the product, which means that it's the best opportunity I have to actually get through a product since it's the one I'm the furthest through. When those are gone, I have 4 other options to get through. The first one being the by Wishtrend Green Tea and Enzyme Powder Wash. I thoroughly enjoy this one, but as you can see, we're right at the top of this product, so we have a long ways to go. And then in this little bowl here, I have more powder washes. I really enjoy powder washes, and it was kind of something that I was like, oh, I'll get through these no problem, not realizing that cleansers take forever to get through. So the first thing I have in here, I have 19 of these sachets from Juice to Cleanse, and it is their powder wash. I also have 17 of the Isntree Mugwort powder wash, and then rounding this out is my favorite powder wash that I have, and it's the Isntree Hyaluronic Acid powder wash. So like I said, quite a lot to get through. On to the worst culprits in this whole project pan, I have my toners, and I lied to myself. I was like, I really enjoy toners, I use them quite a bit, it's okay that I bought X or however many that I did, I'll get through them, which was clearly a lie. I fell for the overconsumption trap, and now I'm really gotta be making up for it, and I hope I can get through a lot of these products before they go bad because there's a lot of them. So these are the two I'm going to be focusing on first. I have the I'm From Fig Boosting Essence. This is a little bit thicker of a toner slash essence, and that's the reason I'm going to be using it in the winter, because I think a little bit of a thicker product is probably best in the winter time instead of saving it for the summer when you want something lightweight. Also, I'm going to be focusing on the Missha Time Revolution Red Algae Treatment Essence. This is also in my Birthstone Beauty Project pan for the month of July. And now, in no particular order, I have 8 more of them to go through with you. So on top of the 2 I just showed you, we also have the TONYMOLY Pure Artemisia First Essence to get through. We've got the Missha Time Revolution Artemisia Treatment Essence. We've got the Rovectin Skin Essentials Activating Treatment Lotion. I have the Beauty of Joseon Ginseng Essence Water. The Purito Centella Unscented Toner. I have a I'm From Mugwort Essence. I have the IOPE Bio Essence Intensive Conditioning, and then rounding this out on my favorite one, I have the Keep Cool and Soothe Toner. So like I said, I'm going to focus on the I'm From Fig Boosting Essence and the Missha Red Algae Toner first, and then when I use those up, I'll be rolling one of these ones in. I'm not really sure kind of which order I'm going to do it. I'll probably just like close my eyes and pick one, and that'll be the next one that we focus on. Onto a category of products that is expiring this year, I have my sunscreen. So these are all the ones that are going to expire in 2026, and we're going to focus on the one that expires first, which is this Torriden Dive-In Mild Sun Cream. I actually don't mind this. It It is a little bit of a thicker sunscreen, so I think it'll be great to focus on this one in winter. And I'm also going to be bringing in the Tocobo Cotton Soft Sun Stick, just because it takes me a long time to get through sunsticks, and both of these expire in May. So I don't think I'll have a problem with this one, however this one might be a little bit challenging. Editing me, I also had two other sunscreens to share with you. These are going to be the ones that I roll in when I use up the Torriden and the Tocobo. I have the Sun by Me V10 Hyal Air Fit sunscreen, as well as the Make Prem UV Defends Me Daily Sun Essence as well. I'll be rolling these ones in once I finish the other two. Next, I have the I Do Care Nourishing Vitamin C Lip Oil. I really enjoy this for a lip oil aspect. I find it quite nice on the lips. However, it is very berry tinted, which is the only thing I don't like about this. I find it funny that they only have one lip oil in their whole range and they made it a berry color. I wish it would have been clear. Like, if you had a whole range of them, that made a little bit of sense to have a berry shade, but just having one, I wish it was a little bit more of a neutral tone or a clear gloss. However, we are about here with this product, so we got a long ways to go. On to the only makeup I have in this project pan. I have the Innisfree No Sebum Mineral Powder. This is a little bit of a drying powder because it is supposed to be mattifying and oil absorbing. So I think I might have to wait for the spring or summertime to really roll this in. However, I am still trying to finish my Huda Beauty Press powder first, so it might actually be nice to give me some time to finish that one and then we can roll this one in. I have three more products to share with you, and all three of them are hygiene, starting with the two toothpastes I have here. These are coming up on expiry, and I don't know what happens to toothpaste when it expires. I don't know if it goes bad, if there's just some active ingredients in here that become inactive. Not really sure, don't want to find out. But I do have the two of them here, and you can guess the one with the gold marking is the one we're going to start on first, and this is in the scent Juicy Grape. I also have Dragon Dazzle. I really enjoy kid toothpaste because I find that it makes brushing my teeth fun, and I find if I find something fun, I'm more likely to stick to it and be consistent with it, which is why I enjoy kid toothpaste. The last product I have in here, you're gonna laugh because it's kind of a weird product to have in a project pan, but unfortunately it did just recently expire, and kind of similar to toothpaste, I don't know what happens to it when it expires, whether it goes bad or whether it just has some active ingredients that are no longer active, but I have my Listerine Cool Mint in the zero alcohol range. And yeah, I have quite a bit of this to still go through, so I don't think I'm going to be using it for like fluoride scents, because I think that might be the thing that maybe starts to become inactive. Not really sure. I'll just use it to freshen my breath and keep going with it until it starts kind of tasting funny. So those are my 26 products I have for 26 in 2026. I think I was gonna say it's a nice range of products, but that's a lie. It's mainly skincare focused and it's mainly toner focused, but that again is 100% my fault for kind of letting my collection go, letting it expire, and buying way too much. Like, I definitely have more toner than one person needs at one given time, so I'll definitely be focusing on that, trying to right my wrong, and then hopefully not make the same mistake in the future. That's always the big thing, but sometimes consumerism gets the best of you, like it clearly did. So thank you for checking in with me. I'm not really sure what the next video is, however I do know there is going to be one. So until that video comes, I hope you have a great day, and thank you for spending your time with me. Bye.